I'm very excited to see this fight.
Well, Joe offered up his hand, and Pedro wanted none of it, so it looks like the boys are ready to play.
And we'll see how Joe takes that coming out in round number 1. And guys, we've talked about it before on the broadcast, the nerves that go through your body making your pro debut and how you harness all that. We'll see how Joe Pingitore responds, if he's anxious, if he's a little bit over-anxious early on in this bout, or if he fights it like a true professional. Even having those 10 amateur fights as his background, I'm sure helps ease some of the nerves going in right now.
Yeah, I mean, Joe's actually going out and trained with some of the best guys, too. He's trained with Randy Couture. He's trained with DaSilva over at his school.
Nice
so
job with the rear leg.
He's going out to Vegas. He's trained with some of the best ones. So I don't really, I kind of see him probably pushing the pace and just staying nice
really
and relaxed.
Right now. He's measuring. He's comfortable. A little bit of head movement, a little bit of feints. Nice inside leg kick.
DaSilva is pretty quick off his feet. He definitely gets those kicks up there quickly.
Yeah, he's very long. He's going to be tough for Joe to deal with.
Joe missing with that right hook, trying to catch DaSilva following the kick.
I like how Joe just keeps moving forward. Side to side, moving forward. He's not taking a step back. He's got...
His feet are underneath him. He's not doing it. He's really walking him down.
Like I said, like we said earlier, he's got Pedro on his heels the whole time. Loves that side kick. And like you said before, Scott, I mean, I know he's just throwing it to let him know that he's got it, but he's got to follow up some combinations with the hands after that.
There's a nice exchange right there.
A little flurry.
Well, the action's certainly opening up there for those 2 kicks. 1.5 minutes into the opening round.
Nice knees in the clinch. Joe's been there before. Nice punch right hand off the break.
Yeah, Pedro kind of throws like wild, inaccurate punches. His leg kicks seem pretty good, pretty well timed. But his punches, he kind of just seemed like, it seems like he gets like those big eyes when he sees an opening and just wants to go for it.
Well, to his credit too, he doesn't go too far back before he does something. Whether it's that side kick or he's only going so far back.
Right. I really would like to see Joe keep his hands up there on those kicks, though. He's literally dropping them both to his waist every kick. Good combination right there. Joe followed up.
And Pedro jumping right in on it.
Yeah.
These guys getting...
Two gamers.
Stand in the pocket.
Yeah, 2 gamers. But like we were saying earlier also, I mean, Joe's also the kind of guy that can get you to overcommit because you get so frustrated by missing him. You do overcommit, and then that's when you get caught.
You definitely see how elusive Joe is earlier, as Mike pointed out at the start of the fight, backing off on some of those kicks, and DaSilva's so quick, but just missing. Pingitore sensing it again right there, missing another one. Pingitore just backing up.
I'd like to see more head movement out of Joe, less hand movement.
That was a nice body kick from Pedro.
That one got into the ribcage a bit, Scott. 2 minutes to go in round number 1.
Yeah, and those switch steps hurt because whether you block it or not, it's still hitting that liver. Joe switched up the stance for half a second there. I think Pedro's looking for that left uppercut. But I like what Joe and Pedro are both doing. I mean, they're not. I mean, some kicks, some punches, they're putting a lot of steam on. They're kind of feeling each other out. I think they're both staying pretty patient.
A couple of big overhands with that.
And this one finally hitting the ground. 1:20 to go in round number 1.
Joe's got to get that posture.
If he can keep him down on his back, this could be a spot where Pingitore
nice
unloads.
Job by Pedro to get up.
Good job. DaSilva gets up and then starts in on Pingitore again. So a nice recovery for DaSilva late in round number 1.
Pedro seems like he's getting a little tired at this point, though.
Caught the kick and couldn't do too much with it. Yeah. Joe fought his way out of it. These guys, this has been a good feel you out round. Okay, this is what you're all about. I'll see you in about 40 seconds.
Yeah. Tough round to score. You're right, Scott. It definitely is a feel each other out round and kind of seeing what each fighter brings to the table. Pingitore again staying elusive.
Good kick by Joe. Nice setup.
He worked that up off his hands. He let him see the jab coming and brought that rear leg.
That one definitely got DaSilva's attention. He showed it. but still on his feet. 22 seconds to go in this opening round.
Yeah, see, I was just going to say, what Joe needs to do is start throwing those straight punches, because all of DaSilva's punches are like kind of those wingy, loopy punches. If Joe just came right down the pipe,
he definitely would have the opening.
I think the same thing can be said for DaSilva, though. DaSilva throws the loopy punches, and if he threw a couple down the pipe, look at this. These guys are in is that a trampoline or a cage they're fighting in?
Yes, I'm having fun.
oh, those are 2 punches after the bell.
By Joe or?
By DaSilva.
DaSilva definitely landed one after the bell. He caught Pingitore on the way in right at the bell and then unloaded again one more time, and Pingitore walked through it, but definitely was a shot after the bell. Exciting finish here to round number 1. This is a great bout here at 155 pounds. Joe Pingitore in his pro debut taking on Pedro DaSilva, and both fighters sort of showing their entire repertoires here in this first round. Now I think we'll see who can come out in round number 2 and kind of make a counter adjustment. But definitely some great action over the first 5 minutes of this bout.
Definitely a high-paced 5-minute round. Both guys seems like, I mean, they're not tired, ready to work again, so should be a good time. But Scott, what were we talking about earlier? I'd like to see both guys just start throwing more punches down the middle. A
little bit straighter, and it changes the whole outlook of this. But that's Joe's first fight, and Pedro's coming in, so that it's a little bit of stink on the punches, and rather than throwing them straight with a better technique, they're just kind of winging.
Right, and amateur records. I mean, it's hard to find film on amateurs too.
That's true.
You have no idea what you're going up against at this point. P.S. I love Kevin McDonald's hair.
What's not to love?
See what I'm saying? Good lead hook. Start the
now
round.
Pedro's coming forward. I think he got tired of backing up that round. Nice combination there.
Good left hook right there.
Yeah, DaSilva caught him on the way up with that left hand.
Nice knee in the clinch. Both these guys, nice that was knee. Right in the face. Joe ate that one.
Wow,
nice
Pingitore with the left hand.
Yeah, Joe answers back with the straight right.
I thought for a second Pingitore might be in trouble, but he responds with a big left, and he put DaSilva right in his back.
North-south choke, it looks like he's going for right here. And Pedro's working his way up. He's
great turn of events there.
He's trying to grab that single leg and switch it.
Joe's got to try to control the head right now instead of the hands. I'm sorry, instead of the arms.
Pedro, nice takedown twice. Joe working his way right back up, though.
Pedro's doing a good job hiding his head.
He tried to suplex, it didn't work. Pedro looks like a much bigger man. Now Joe, they just kind of fall into that mounted position, and he is not defending.
That's it.
Good
Joe Pingitore.
Very good job.
Knockout victory in his pro debut. Basically, looked like he just was dragging DaSilva across the canvas and kind of fell into that position.
Pedro was trying to do a belly-to-back suplex, and it kind of didn't happen. Joe fought it off very well, and in the scramble, as Michael mentioned prior to the fight, Joe's very good at scrambling, and in that scramble, he wound up in the mount and just dropped some leather down.
We're going to see just how this one finished off in Joe Pingitore's pro debut.
There's the knee to the head, and Joe caught the leg.
When you watch it was the right hand rather, that just sent him down, and that's where the fight really changed. DaSilva never recovered, and there's the finish right here. Pingitore just unanswered right hands.
It's funny when you don't have much of a choice. If you get your back and you're getting punches rained down from behind, your only real option is to turn over and look your opponent in the face and give him the mount, and that's not a really great option either. So Joe had really good position.
Well, let's send it down to Bill Carpenter for the particulars on Joe Pingitore's victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time is 1 minute 25 seconds of round number 2. Referee Kevin McDonald stops the contest due to excessive unanswered strikes. Your winner by TKO is Joe Lights Out Pingitore.